The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Green Bay Packers and the home team. Teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
65. Broncos. Ready.
Straight to the air they go. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Packers 50, 19 Lions.
Rolling from the gun here. Into traffic, complete. Well, hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Let's go now.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can affect throughout.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is a heater going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. And he's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Ready.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the red zone now. Makes the catch. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Voyagers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole, and before long, might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
They reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They go to Barkley again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Malcolm gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the run will not get there. They're turned away right near that marker. Now it's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Setting him on the dive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On the ready.
6 yards to go here. It's third down.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll air it out on third. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 6 and a first down as well.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
For another 1st and 10.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. Take a quick break and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Another carry for it. This one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Interception! And the Packers have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Working now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 3rd down now.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here's the snap on 4th. Throw caught by his running back. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We got a turnover on down.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him out in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They call pass on second and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Voyagers take a 13-0 lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Let's go now. 60 Cardinals. 80 Cardinals.
Barkley again here on second. He's able to drive that pile back yard. Tackled there by Mike Reed. Offense in a hurry up here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
At their own 44-yard
line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Viking 18.
On 1st down, they'll run. There he goes on the right side. And that is a touchdown. The Voyagers take a 20-zip lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers stretch their lead to 21. Put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting at the 10. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
20-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Working quickly here.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go for the gun with Barkley. No one's around him. He's got space. Has room down the left sideline. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
The kicker on for the
Well, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now here he goes on the boot. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Here we go. 70 range. 70 range. Count.
Back to throw now. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Packers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career.
At the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This offense is now left some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal. Go.
Looking to throw here. Dumped off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Hiking, it's the Eagles,
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hennessy threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that gets them back to within 11.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points. A little bit of feel-good momentum.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And not a bad place for them to start. Up past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard
line. 1st and 10 from the 32. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good for a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut along the left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown. The Voyagers boat racing them to the halftime locker room.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
That one right down the middle. And the Voyagers push their lead to 18.
28. Packers 10.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll throw to start the drive. Escapes the pocket. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And he's taken out of bounds behind the line. That's going to be a sack. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge. But offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
By a man, he's in the clear. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down, around with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. Completed to his running back. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Bravo 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 4 yards.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
First down, Green Bay.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's about 43 yards for it. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Come on, come on.
Airing it out to start this drive. Looking right, and he finds it. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop it. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And they're going to have a first down now.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now looking to throw. Got for big yards on the right side. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. There to the 45. 25 on that play. And that gives him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
19, 18.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
Back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Got it. Ready?
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
No throw. 3rd and long. Metcalf there to bring it in. And this one's worked down in the 33 before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Get it. Cougar 19.
Still sticking with the passing game. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, Scott. Bronco 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
From the red zone on first. Near the goal line. Touchdown. The Voyagers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers grow the lead now to 22 points. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10. And they're on the 26-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10. Here's Saquon. And they will finally catch up to him in just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Running is Barkley. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. And he puts some air under this one, right side. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. And the Voyagers are going to have the football at the 16-yard line. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Valuable lesson.
Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Yes, Bronco switch. Bronco.
Long back gets the handoff. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Go! Oh, yeah, you got him, 18 Cardinal.
Setting up to throw. All in left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a gain of 19 on the play, and that gives him a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route gate at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Finds him on the crossing route. Has some room to work. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Voyagers keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing you can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Voyagers grow their lead yet again.
42, Packers 13.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this second half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
So from closer than comfortable to their end zone, it is 2nd and long.
19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
He's going to throw this one. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it.
The second down pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Stop, ready. Stop, ready.
There's a dive up the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
The 28-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Come on, set, ready.
Dropping back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Let's go. Get up.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
3rd and long for him here. Flush down out to his left. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. On 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Working inside the red zone. Throws caught. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And they say Packers football. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short. Now a give running right. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal. That's good for a couple of yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Bison, 60 Bison. Go. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Third and goal now as they try to pile on further.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Throwing from his own end zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
2nd down, looking for options. That one's complete over the middle. And he's got called at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain.
So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Mustang. Tech. Viking 18. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
They're going to pass it here. No, they get him yet again. And the Packers take over what looks to be the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The outcome's decided here, Bucks. We got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
So hard work reward.